Well, we're so glad you guys are here. And before we go over, questions that you have, we're going to tell you a little bit about ourselves. We sent an email. You should have gotten a new rep welcome email with some information about us, but we'll do a quick intro since you guys did one. I'm going to let Monica do that because she is in charge here.
I wouldn't say that. Well, welcome to all of you new reps. We're super excited to have you here. I actually just celebrated my 4-year anniversary with Zaya just last week, which is crazy to think that it's been 4 years since I started this business, but it has been such a blessing in my life. Katie is actually the one that found Zaya. She was in a women's networking group and they were talking about this brand new activewear company that was coming. And Katie was like, Monica, this has your name written all over it. And at first I was skeptical because I was a Lululemon lover and I loved high quality activewear. And I was just really concerned that this wasn't going to live up to my standards. But I decided that after doing some research, I didn't jump right in that second. I did research it, but the company was so new. It was only 6 months old when I started and Katie started that there wasn't hardly any information out there on it. So I found what I could. I emailed Zaya, asked him a bunch of questions, and I decided to go for it without ever trying the clothes. And when I tried on my first pair of pocket light tights, I was sold. I love them. I immediately called up Katie and said, Katie, these are awesome. They're the real deal. You need to do this with me. And about 2 weeks after I joined, Katie joined without having any intention of actually working the business. So you discount coaches that think, I'm just signing up for the discount. You might change your mind and you might build a really, really big business. So keep an open mind with that. But Katie, I'll let you kind of finish up your story.
Okay, yeah, we both live in central Illinois. We live about a minute away from each other, so we sometimes do calls in the same room. And we just decided to run the team as one. So when you join and start adding people to your team, as your team grows, a lot of times you'll create a Facebook page or a team for you and your downline. And Monica and I just decided we're just going to make it all one. And it's been such a gift. It's been absolutely so much fun doing it with her. And it's something that we recommend for you guys too, if you get to the point where you want to build a team, just be kind of looking for a friend who really wants to do this with you. Maybe somebody who isn't even in the business yet, or somebody who has already joined and has been in it a little longer. But it's really, really more fun with people. So even if you're not to the point where you're thinking about building, this big team with somebody, bring in your friends now. I think this is the best time to recruit your friends and say, I just started this and I'm so excited about it. And I don't really know what I'm doing, but I think you should do it with me because it looks really fun. And that's one of my favorite things about Zaya is just that it's so light and joyful. We've had a few heavy years, right? And Zaya has been such a bright spot during some heavy times. Last year, during the main part of the pandemic, it really was like our business boomed, and it felt like a way where we could focus our attention and be surrounded by light and joy and something that was just fun. And so that's what we hope for all of you guys too, that this just becomes a fun, bright spot in your life that can also pay you really, really well if you wanted to. So you guys, we already sent out the new rep training, and we used to do a training once a month, but we kind of got to the point where it felt like, well, if we're sending that out, why don't we just use this time to answer specific questions? So that's what we're here for, and no question is dumb, or I think probably any question you have is something that somebody else has as well. So you guys can just take turns. You can use the chat and ask questions, or you can unmute. Whatever you need, we're here to answer them.
Don't be shy. Anybody? How many of you guys have scheduled your launch parties? So, Jill.
I have.
Yes. We're starting that tomorrow.
Yay!
Rhonda. Okay, and Danielle, we know.
I
Awesome.
saw Sue Bell said no. I think that would be a good test, Sue Bell, to see if this is something you want to do. You'll with your lunch party, you'll usually get a feel for, oh, this is really fun, or maybe this isn't my thing.
Yeah, and it's Sue. That's just a nickname.
Okay, Sue.
We never know.
Yeah.
I know. That's a nickname from a job way back. So, and I use it when I'm different things. Um, how
Hey, Kelly.
like what days are good to start a lunch party, and for how many days?
That's a great question. So there's no right or wrong. I like to do mine Tuesday through Friday, so I don't have to work on the weekends. I think Monica, when do you do yours?
I usually do mine Thursday through Sunday or Monday because I work on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So it's just easier for me to have, Thursday through Sunday to do it. But like Katie said, there's no right or wrong answer to that. We have people that do one night Zoom parties. We have people that do email parties. You could do a week-long Facebook party, or you can do a 2-day Facebook party. So it really doesn't, there's no right or wrong answer to that. What kind of works for your schedule is probably best.
I think it's fun to vary them too, because you'll find that like not every party will be good, you just have to expect that. But I think if you get to a place where you feel like it's kind of stale, then trying a different length or trying a different format is always a good idea.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So when we started, you guys, and once we decided, okay, we're gonna really do this, we figured out that our parties took about 5-ish hours a week, and that we could commit to a party a week at that time. I mean, you can spend less time and you can spend more, but on average, don't you think, Monica, that's about a good average?
Yeah, that's a good average, I think.
About 5 hours to like post and interact with the people and do the follow-ups and that kind of stuff. So we just were like, okay, we can do a party a week, and that is what grew our businesses so huge. So if you are really looking to make serious income here, aiming for about a party a week is a really great goal, because from, let's say, you have 4 parties a month, one is going to do really well, one will likely do nothing, and 2 will be so-so. So it really helps stack the deck when you have those 4. You're making sure that you're getting enough customers to kind of help give you more parties the next month, and so on. So a party a week is a good goal.
Yeah, and hopefully from that launch party, you're able to book at least 1 or 2 parties off of that. So that's kind of how you get the ball rolling on things and start growing your network.
Yes.
And go ahead, Jeff.
If you have a party that does not do so well, do you offer like the hostess something for that party because they had the party, even though nobody wanted to really buy anything? If that happens.
I usually do either a gift card, or I'll maybe offer my discount or something like that. Yeah,
I usually do 20% off.
Okay.
How do you go about getting more engagement, like on maybe like your Facebook pages or like your VIP page? Because I've noticed that like sometimes it can be very dead or zero interaction.
Yes, that's a great question. So anything you can do to get them to participate, to like, comment, engage is great. So it doesn't hurt to throw in some sort of like, hey, what's your favorite, I don't know, color? This is boring, but you get the idea. What's your favorite color? Comment on this post. I'm going to draw one of you to win a gift card. And you could make a $5 gift card. But those comments will help them see the post. So it's not that they don't want to comment or like, it's that Facebook has kind of made the groups harder to see unless they are engaging with the group. That kind of tells Facebook, oh, they want to see these posts. So you just want to get them in, interacting if you can. I find that the most interactions I get are if I just post pictures of myself in there, like my outfit or whatever. The stock photos don't do much.
Yeah, and you can always like put 2 different tanks on and just ask a question like,
Yes.
which tank do you prefer or whatever, and
That's a good idea.
people like to give their opinions, so yeah.
Yeah. And occasionally, and I haven't done this in a while, but occasionally just posting on your regular Facebook page, hey, you guys, I, run this activewear business, and I'm always posting some great deals and new styles. You know, comment below and I'll add you to the group. Doing that like every couple weeks is good to just get a couple new people. If you're always adding a few new people, that keeps the energy up too.
Yeah, I need to do that again. That was
Me
a good
too.
I haven't done
This
that
is
in a
great advice.
I have a question about products, and like I was viewing online. So everything is not available all the time. Can you explain like supply and how some of that works? Because I mean, I would like to get some shorts, but I'm not seeing them, and maybe I'm missing where they're at.
Well, so Zaya, if things are out of stock, then there'll be a little, have you noticed the pink or green tags on the items? Like if you're looking for shorts, if there's a green item or a green tag, that means Zaya is not going to be restocking them. But if there's a pink label, then it'll have a date, an estimated date when they're going to restock. So that's kind of how I mean, the inventory right now is pretty good compared to how it used to be. So I feel like things restock fairly quickly. And as long as it has a pink sticker, that means it's restocking. So that would be a safe bet for you to order. Might not be, if you're trying to grow your business, it might not be awesome to get something that's going to be out of stock. And then when you show up on your VIP page wearing it and people are like, oh, I love those shorts, then they're not going to be available. So I would try to choose things that are definitely going to be restocking.
Okay.
Oh, Danielle, did you have a question? I just saw that there was a hand raised. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It was just when Monica was asking about who had their launch party.
Oh, got it. Okay.
But I do have one question about, I've seen, so a couple people like when they're offering deals on their VIP pages and stuff, like, do they just like send them money like via like PayPal or reimburse their shipping? Like, is that how it's usually done? Or
Yes, I've gotten to the place where I only reimburse after they've ordered because it's so much easier for me. So if I do like free shipping, I just say, go ahead and place the order and then I'll Venmo them. But you can also do it where you give them a code for the shipping. Have you guys seen the gift card amounts in the back office? There's one for $3.85, $7.85, and I don't remember the other one, 15 or something. So those are our 3 standard shipping rates. So you can also give them a gift code. I'm just not always available to do that, and I want them to order when they see what they want. So I just reimburse.
And
Okay.
I'm the opposite. Like I place most of my orders for my customers unless I'm going to be out of town or something, and then I'll do what Katie does. But normally I'll just pay for it and then just have them Venmo me or PayPal me, the total minus the shipping. Or if I'm running a deal like $5 off or $10 off or something, then I'll just have them, send me that total. But totally up to you.
Yeah, isn't that nice that you can really do what works for you? And also you can change it from party to party and customer to customer. And here's a little that just reminded me about free shipping. You can certainly offer free shipping in your parties, and I typically do, but if you start a party and people are ordering before you've even said, because sometimes you'll post that link and people will order before you've even done anything, then there's no need to reimburse shipping. You know what I mean? If they're ordering without you posting a deal, don't post a deal. That's not something you have to do or need to do to get sales. It's just like something you can keep in your pocket and use when you want to.
Yeah, if you're halfway through the party and there's no sales, then you can be like, today only I'm offering free shipping, or today only I'm offering $5 off a pair of leggings, or the next person that orders gets a $10 gift card or something like that.
Right. Kelly?
Yeah, I was just wondering about platforms other than Facebook because about a year ago, I did a total Facebook dump of all the people I was friends with and only kept my family. And so now that I'm trying to start this business, I'm restarting my entire Facebook group over again. And so then I was thinking about, running it off of Instagram, and I've heard that you can even do it on Pinterest and Twitter and that kind of stuff. So I was just wondering about what that format looks like.
To be honest, I have done like maybe 2 Instagram parties. And for me, I'm just more comfortable on Facebook doing the groups. And so I don't feel like maybe I didn't do it right. I don't know. It wasn't good for me. But we do have some trainings. I think there's trainings. Are they housed on the website, Katie?
Yes.
So you can look that up. There's an Instagram party training on there. Email parties, you could do those. Or like I said, a lot of people are trying the one night Zoom parties where you kind of just put everything out there. You do your live on Zoom, and then you can, just maybe send out the link via email or something like that. So yeah, there's all different ways you could do it. It's totally up to you, and you could always give it a shot. But I can't offer you any kind of help when it comes to other parties because I haven't really done any other ones. I don't know about you, Katie.
Yeah, same. I have heard that so Zaya has an app. You guys have probably seen the app in some of your emails. So far, the Zaya app is something you've had to subscribe to, but they're getting ready to change it and make it free for everyone. And the app will be like a place where you can host parties, like an on-demand party thing. But I don't know when that's coming. I think by the end of this year. So that's exciting. It's just not here yet. So, and I don't know the details of that. But yeah, we're always sort of looking for new ways to do it. Monica and I even came up with over the summer something called a style box, where it's kind of like Stitch Fix, where people can, they tell you their sizes and we send them their size, and they can, that's maybe something for when you've been at it a little bit longer. But feel free to be creative and try some new things, because I think that is wise, because Facebook parties might not always be the best way.
And another thing is like just doing bag parties, real simple bag parties at work, just maybe over your lunch hour, offer to buy pizza or something and bring in a bag of your clothes, let people see and feel. Or take a bag down the street to your girlfriend's house and have a few people over to check them out, or have your own in-home party. I mean, that's kind of when Zaya started. It was a home-based party, and then we kind of moved to online. Which then, when COVID hit, we had no choice. But yeah, you can do it however you want. Pop-ups and gyms.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
I have a question for you guys. Oh, go ahead, Ursula. You go ahead.
Like I said, I literally just got into doing this a couple weeks ago. And kind of, I know I see like on some of the other Facebook pages, people doing pop-ups and, or having small store fronts or whatever. How, this is probably a really stupid question, but how do people, pay for the inventory and then make money off of that? So if I'm purchasing, am I purchasing with the discount and then paying full, charging the full price? Like how, if I'm buying 10 pairs of, light and tights, how am I making my money back or making more money? And it's probably because I haven't watched enough and I'm asking this question, but like, it's a curiosity of mine, how people are doing that and making money off of it too.
Well, I think
If
that's
that makes
a great
sense.
question. But Monica, I'm gonna let you answer this one.
So you can do it 2 ways. So you can order with your discount in the back office, and then you can sell it for retail if you're doing a pop-up party. Or you can, if you have party rewards, you can use those to buy inventory. And then a lot of that, you'll probably make more money because you'll get, you have 150, let's say you have $1,000 party, you'd have 4 half off items and $150 in credit that you could buy those leggings with and then sell them at full price. And then, you would, I mean, that's probably, if you have a party that you could cash in to get inventory, that's probably the best way to do it. But otherwise, yes, you were right. You buy with your discount and then you pay, have them pay full price.
Does that make
My
sense?
Yes, my launch party was a so-so. So,
Yeah.
which I'm kind of expecting because I know like a lot of my friends just don't do a lot of the online parties or parties even before parties were online parties. So like that's how I'm trying to figure out is how to then kind of spread out from my 32 people that are in my VIP group at this point, like how to get people that are kind of outside of that circle.
And if you're doing those pop-ups and stuff, you don't need all the leggings in all the sizes, just maybe do every other size or every couple, or skip, maybe even 2 sizes in between. Just have enough for people to try on and kind of, they can see what size they are. And then you can have your laptop there or whatever and order right there. Their size is shipped directly to them. You don't have to worry about any of that. So probably starting off, that's probably what I would recommend versus buying a ton of inventory and then.
Oh yeah, and I can't, but
Yeah.
that's why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of like trying to figure out where I want everything to go.
Yeah.
I would say that we've done a handful of pop-ups, and they can be fun, but really the best way to get out there and to scale your business is online, because
Yeah.
those pop-ups, they take time and energy, and we usually walk away with like 2 sales. And I'm not saying you can't have a good pop-up. In-home parties are great, like in your home, but a pop-up
Right.
somewhere else, it usually just doesn't do as much as you kind of think it will. We've gone to these big women's conferences and all sorts of things and come away with like $200 in sales, and every time Monica and I are like, we're never doing this again. But then I'm just always so amazed by the power of these Facebook parties. I know so many people kind of say they don't want to do it, but you guys, the orders just come in. You just post some things and people order. It is so scalable, meaning you don't have to do a lot of work for these orders to come in. So if your network, Ursula, isn't interested, you're gonna have to go outside of them and
Right.
send some personal messages to people and just say like, hey, I'm starting this business and you seem like a really active person. Would you like to receive some free and half off items? I'd love to host a party for you. Get uncomfortable and talk to people you haven't talked to. The growth that you're going to find in your business is always outside of your comfort zone. So the more uncomfortable you feel, the more gains you're going to make.
Thank you.
So my question for you guys, and then, if you have any others, I was just, Monica and I work really hard to make sure that we've got a lot of systems for the team in place so that when people sign up, that they're given the tools that they need. Do you guys feel like you've received enough through the team page and the website and the email? Have you gotten this information? Is it pretty clear and easy to follow? Is there anything you didn't get that you were like, I really could have used that? Or we just don't get to see it on the other side,
I feel like I was really impressed with your website actually and all the stuff that you had on it. So
Oh, good. You also have a pretty great upline who probably
well, yeah.
helped you.
I have a little background, but I was still impressed.
Thank you, Jill. But the rest of you guys, do you feel like it was pretty easy to find things and get what you needed? Okay, good.
I just wanted to say I really appreciated all the videos.
Oh, good.
I thought they were very helpful to go step by step on what I needed to find out about, like doing a return or
Oh, good. Did
anything
you
like
find
that.
those, Jody, on the website? You went to the website and then found the videos?
Yeah,
Okay.
under the training.
Got it.
I found that very helpful.
Oh, good.
And I didn't watch them all at once. I just watched them like,
Sure.
oh, I need to do a return. How do I do that?
Good.
Instead of constantly going to my upline going, what do I do now? It was helpful just to watch the video.
Well, you're a go-getter, I can already tell.
So yes, I appreciate that. So thank you.
Good. You're welcome. Okay, ladies, anything else? Any other questions?
Any suggestion on personalizing the website?
As far as like what name?
Yeah. I mean, do most people just use their name or?
Yeah, I would definitely change it from a number to a
Right.
name because it's easier to find you. But
Right.
I mean, like your cute nickname, that could be really cute. myzaya.com/Sue Bell. I mean, if
Yeah.
enough people know you as that, that would be really cute. Or if everybody calls you by your last name, you could just do your last name, you know. Mine's
Right.
boring, it's just my name, but
Okay. I didn't know if there was any, you know, any other suggestions. Thank you.
sure.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for being on with us, and we are always available for questions. So, you know, let us know if anything pops up, or you can contact your upline. But we are super excited to watch you guys grow, and even if you think you're just here for the discount, you might show up on that leaderboard and be rocking this business. So just always don't have that closed mind. I mean, it could happen, and you could have that launch party, and like Katie said, it could go crazy, and then you'll get that feeling of you want more, and it's super exciting, and you want to keep going. So best of luck to all of you, and we will hopefully see you soon.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys. Good
Thank
luck.
you.
We'll see you soon.